Well, the positive side is at least we're going to start to see temperatures rebound a little bit and warm things up. A nice stretch of weather is headed our way as we head in through this weekend into early next week. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still here with your Thursday morning web forecast, and that is the key, improving conditions over the next several days for us here in Eastern Carolina, and it's going to start today. Start off with clouds this morning. These clouds have been trapped around 5,000 to 10,000 feet because we've got different winds at different levels of the atmosphere coming from different directions. But eventually some drier air will start to win out, and we'll see clearing skies develop late this afternoon through the evening hours as we head on towards the coast. Sunshine will return. We'll look for temperatures to return back into the 70s and 80s for the next couple days. But how about low to mid-70s next week with low humidity around as another cold front comes in here as we head in through this weekend. Here's what things look like with your My Storm Track 12 forecast for today. Clouds this morning, sun developing from west to east this afternoon. Probably the beaches east of Highway 17 especially. Not really going to be looking at clouds clearing out until overnight tonight. The temperatures, though, definitely better than yesterday. How about mid to upper 70s? Maybe some low to mid 50s in deep inland spots tonight, just like we were this morning. Beaches holding in the mid to upper 60s. And then for tomorrow, what a way to end the work week. Sunshine, seasonal temperatures into the low to mid 80s with, again, plenty of low humidity around for the day tomorrow. Take a look at yesterday. Upper 60s, Greenville 68. That's all we were able to manage for temperatures. Lows to the mid 70s as we come a little bit further eastbound. Yeah, so definitely an improvement today over what we saw yesterday as far as the temperatures were concerned. But here's part of the problem. As I mentioned, we've got different winds coming from different levels of the atmosphere at different directions. High pressure sliding in from the Tennessee Valley, but it's going more northbound into the northern mid-Atlantic states as opposed to coming right in over us. As a result, we are seeing the northeasterly winds here in Eastern Carolina at the low levels, but we've got the jet stream that's pulling that moisture up along the coast at the upper levels. So as a result, we've kind of sandwiched this layer of clouds between about 5,000 to 10,000 feet in the atmosphere, and really we haven't been able to mix it out. Now, the positive side is, though, from that layer on down, it's fairly dry with the northeasterly wind, so that's why we're not getting any rainfall coming out of that layer. But eventually, this afternoon, slow improvement as we see the jet stream kind of reconfiguring itself a little bit here. In fact, you can see what I'm talking about. Notice southwesterly flow coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico and across Florida and off the east coast of Florida right into us here in Eastern Carolina. The main trough is sitting back here across the Tennessee and Mississippi Valley, and you will notice just a slight jog to the east. Now, notice as we go through the day tomorrow, we've got more kind of a broad-based trough coming in this way. Meanwhile, that surge, that pipeline, if you will, coming out of Florida and the Gulf Coast is now pushed off of our coast. So as a result, that's why I'm thinking we'll definitely get some drier air in here. Watch back in here, though. This is another short wave that will rotate down as we head on into the weekend here. Going later Saturday into Sunday, it is going to be driving a cold front through. And you'll notice the colder air coming in on the back side behind this. That'll rotate in here, and we'll still continue to keep that main trough position over the eastern United States as we head into the early part of next week. So you'll notice the green showing that cooler air in the atmosphere that'll be over the eastern United States. Meanwhile, with the confluence in the jet stream level here, that's going to promote a high pressure system. So cool, dry Canadian air is going to be across much of the United States as we head in through the early part of next week. Until then, though, take a look at Future Track. It kind of shows how things are playing out as we go on through the afternoon hours today. We'll gradually bring the drier air in. The high pressure parks in over us as we head into the time tomorrow going into Saturday. And as a result, we'll be looking for temperatures to rebound rather nicely. I'm thinking probably low to mid 80s, maybe even a couple upper 80s in here on Saturday with the high in place. But already you can kind of see that next storm system that's starting to develop back here. And that is going to bring a front our way, but really not a whole lot of fanfare with it because of that dry high over us for Saturday. Don't really get that return of the moisture in here. Now, as far as Nadine is concerned, Nadine's continues to be in the middle of nowhere, starting to lose its tropical characteristics right now. Still holding on, though, as a tropical storm. 36.4 north and 29.8 west, excuse me. Kind of meandering around out here. What you see, these are the Azore Islands here. Again, you'll notice it's training a lot of dry air, a lot of the deeper convection off to its north and west. In fact, not even really showing a whole lot of deep convection. So I get a feeling in the next day or two, this is just going to kind of meander around out here. Now, this is another area that we are watching, kind of east of Bermuda. In case you're wondering, this is where Bermuda is here. So it's off to the east. It's not a pure tropical system. It has cold core to it, and what we're basically talking about is tropical systems. As you go into the center, the temperatures actually warm up. So it's a warm core system. Whereas this is a typical low pressure, mid-latitude low pressure, and it's a cold core system. However, it is over warm sea surface temperatures. So we may start to see a little bit of that transition, at least getting some tropical characteristics. Again, just like we've seen all this year, though, it does have an awful lot of dry air that it does need to fight off before it would convert into a named system. But it is something we're going to watch. It may get that dreaded subtropical status. Again, we'll see if they name it or not here. Right now, I believe the Tropical Prediction Center has about a 40 to 60% chance of it being named within the next 48 hours. Improvement. That is our theme for the next couple days here. Gradually getting rid of the clouds from west to east this afternoon. We will see temperatures into seasonal levels tomorrow, even a little bit above in here on Saturday. I'll put in a slim chance could see a spotty shower as we head in through Sunday morning into the early afternoon hours with that next front coming in. And then there's that taste of fall with temperatures into the low to mid-50s for overnight temperatures and only rebounding into the mid-70s as far as highs are concerned for early next week. Have yourself a good